Florian WIRTZ to Liverpool, €150 million. Oh dear God, what has the football world come to? Look, this could have been a saga, this could have been an absolute conquest and an impossible one for Liverpool. They have been burnt before, they have been stung by other transfers, gazumping at the highest level with major transfers in the past, but not this time. Liverpool and their ownership model have got things right, finally, and they have made a massive statements in this transfer window with signing Florian WIRTZ. What a major signing this could be. Could being the main word in that sentence right there. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. How will we be talking about Florian WIRTZ? Now remember, on videos gone past, bids rejected, Liverpool at threat of losing Florian WIRTZ. I've covered them all. I've talked about them. And I've only talked about them in that way because of what has happened, like I just said, to Liverpool before in the transfer window. But this deal now is done and concluded. Florian WIRTZ is going to be earning approximately 350 grand a week to 375 grand a week, going off different reports. Look, he's on mega money. He's going to be on a mega contract, and Liverpool have committed absolutely everything to this deal, and I mean everything. When you're spending over 100 million on one player, he has to be the next coming of Cristiano or Lionel Messi. Is Florian WIRTZ that? Look, he's a fantastic player in the international setup and in the Bundesliga where he is comfortable, but the Premier League, I'm afraid, is a different kettle of fish, and this is where the judgment will come now on Liverpool's investment into Florian WIRTZ. I don't want to take anything away from this signing. I don't want to take anything away from the quality of the player, the commitment from Liverpool. It's all been bang on, ticking every single box. And I think he is a fantastic player. I really do. I love the way he plays. I think he is dynamic, he is creative, he is quick, he has a finish, he is absolute mustard. And I'm not having a go here at all. But the Premier League can do some weird and wonderful things to players and everybody. And you know everybody, because this is Liverpool. Because they have broken the British transfer record. Because of everything that we've been talking about. The wages. How far they've been chasing. The fact that City dropped away. The fact that he turned Bayern Munich down to move to Liverpool. There's pressure on him. There's pressure on Liverpool. If this starts going wrong for Liverpool, or he doesn't start performing, everybody's knives will be out. Will he be able to handle the pressure? We could see one of the best transfers of the history of the Premier League here, or we could see one of the biggest failures ever, and that's just because of that price tag. And this is where the football has gone, because I don't think Florian WIRTZ is worth the price that Liverpool have paid for him, but you paid a premium for the best, and to get somebody out of Germany, a young German player out of Germany, when he's got the world at his feet and he can go anywhere he wants, that is massive. That is huge on its own, and that cannot be forgotten about in this whole transfer. I just looked last night, I seen the news drop down, I'm like, right, okay, wow, €150 million, including add-ons for Florian WIRTZ. Deal agreed. Liverpool have jumped. And the last video I did was Liverpool thinking about putting £118 million bid in, and here we go. It's moved up to that next level, and Liverpool have committed it, done it. He's now expected to do his medicals, and everything is hunky-dory until we start playing, like I said, and then the judgment comes. And that's when we're going to need to see a lot more for our money in terms of what Florian WIRTZ brings. Great advertisement for the Premier League, by the way, in bringing in a player of this quality. Absolutely brilliant. And when I said it before, the word that jumps out at me in this transfer from Liverpool is statement. That's what jumps out at me. That pressure and everything I've just talked about there, and no matter which way you look at it, no matter how this goes down, whether it works or whether it doesn't for Liverpool and for Florian WIRTZ, this right now is the biggest statement made by any Premier League club of significance over the last 10 years. That's how big this transfer is. It's absolutely huge, because Liverpool winning the league and then wanting to now back it up, and Liverpool fans moaning about their ownership model, moaning about the way that the club has been going. I've seen many a transfer win last season, everybody pulling their hair out in that Liverpool fan base because they weren't making signings. They then went on and won the league. Is that not a proper structure? Is that not how football clubs should be run? We've got everything we need. We don't really need to disrupt anything. Let's reassess everything next summer. And they've gone on with a team that is together, that has got no one new really coming in, apart from Chiesa, that's about it, that knows what they're doing, a manager that understood exactly what these players were doing under Klopp, tweaked it, changed it up, made them a little bit more solid, sometimes more pragmatic, but still entertaining to watch. Got more out of certain players, I thought, than what Klopp did. And now, when he's proved his worth, the structure is now fully backing a manager right out of the box. And Liverpool are not done there yet. Liverpool's spend this summer is going to be upwards of £300 million. And this is why this is such a statement. This is done before the end of June. Thank you. There's Florian. In we go. That's one out the way. Oh, by the way, we have already signed Frimpong as well. And we're about to announce Kirkes on top of that. Statements. This right now, no matter what City are doing, and City can go on all they want and talk about the signings they've made that equate to the same amount as what Florian Wirtz has. Like, you look at Shirky, you look at Reinders, you look at everyone else that they've brought in. They look at Aït-Nouri, that signing as well. And you add it all together, and some would argue, well, look, City have addressed all of these issues in different areas. And they're good players. Don't get me wrong, good players. But I'm sorry, the City would have bought Florian Wirtz, but they just weren't prepared to go that extra yard. They weren't prepared to go and get him at that price. They had a mark, and fair enough, that's their model. Liverpool have probably got a mark as well. And the only way you can get a player of that quality out of a well-run club, a very successful club in Bayer Leverkusen, and out of his home country is if you make a statement amount of a transfer. Sorry, I say that again. If you make a statement substantial fee, put that on the table and say, try turn that down. We want this man. Liverpool's commitment from the get-go for Florian Wirtz has to be commended. It does. I've heard people talking about this not being the Liverpool type of signing on the radio. What a load of crap. Not the Liverpool type of signing. How much did they spend on Núñez? How much was they going to spend on Caicedo? Lavia? Liverpool have a record of spending big on players. Look at the goalkeeper, Alisson. Record. Look at Van Dijk and what they spent on him as a centre-back. Records. This is what Liverpool do. This is what big football clubs do. And for people to try and play this down like this is unlike Liverpool, this is not what they do. No, last summer, you need to forget about that. Last summer was the changeover from one of their best managers in recent years leaving, and the whole changing of the guard. They did it sensibly, and nobody picked up on it. And I hate to blow smoke up Liverpool's arses, but I'll only say what I see. And that's a well-organised club right now. The restructure of Anfield. A club that are not having to move stadium to change. They're being able to build on top of what they've got there. The infrastructure's there. The training facilities are phenomenal at Liverpool. The stadium is now going to carry more weight and bring more income in to pay for players like Wirtz. They're competing at the top level at the Champions League and the Premier League. If anything, Liverpool need to be applauded in what they've done here. And again, as a United fan, I'm going to be honest, I hate talking like this, but I'm always going to call a spade and say it exactly as it is. I think this is a fantastic signing for Liverpool. Just be aware of that backdrop and be aware of the aftermath of this signing if things don't go right, because I've seen this before, and through watching my club and watching what's happened before, when you're at the top and you go out and it looks like you're about to make that signing that's going to take you to that next level, and it all comes crashing down. I look at many a summers where big teams, not just Manchester United, big teams have made signings and they have made things worse. This, I think, isn't going to be that case, and I think he slots in. Who misses out for Liverpool? Diaz. Barcelona apparently are making him their number one target. I don't know where Barcelona are getting the money from, but they've got to make room now, Liverpool. Going to be interesting to see who goes from Liverpool next. I think that's the big one to watch. But Florian Wirtz, get into the comments. Is this the biggest transfer in Premier League history? I think this is right up there with it. For all the reasons I've just explained. Get into the comments and let me know what you think, everybody. Give this video a like and make sure that you do hit that subscribe button as well to keep up to date with everything going on. What a deal that was. Wow.